everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I am in my craft room today making some ephemera for a sewing themed journal that I'm working on. So I was going to just really quick show you the journal and some of the fun things. So I have some vintage patterns, and so I've made them into actually pages in the signature, and I think the ones I chose are in good enough shape. I think there might be one that I popped in that I reinforced with some washi tape, but I just have a variety of beautiful papers, vintage, book page, everything. You know, I didn't have too many that I wanted to include in this book, but the ones that I chose I think are special and cute. So anyway, I'm just going to show you this journal, and this was I think it was the Avengers little golden book. So I actually just covered it in some scrapbook paper that I really like. I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the inside covers yet, but anyway, obviously I've just put it together and gotten started. And so then I thought, well, why not make a quick video to show you what I'm doing for some of the pieces that I'm going to put in here. So this is probably going to be pretty quick, but this is just kind of like back to the basics and looking at how we can use book page to make some beautiful pieces for our journal. So this one I am planning to install on a page vertically, and I'll show you how I did the fold to get the pocket here, a pocket here, and then left it open for a tuck spot. So this will end up on a page like this, glued down, and then like a nice big tall tag could go in the top, and then smaller pieces can go in here and here. We could even leave it open if we want to have a third. You could also, if your pages are wide enough, I think I might have a page in this journal wide enough. Here we go. You could install it this way. Well, you need to put it on this one, or actually, yeah, on this one, so that you can then use this open part too. So anyway, that's one idea, and it's a very easy fold with book page. And then this is one that I've shown you guys before, but again, I was just in my craft room working, so let me show you this one. This one is going to go around a page like this, and then I will leave it open, or this side open where it can be a flip, and then it'll wrap around, and this side I'll glue down and have two pockets. So that's another type I will show you, and you can make them different sizes based on your journal, your book page. And then when I first started, I was just making these sweet little folders. Isn't that cute? And I love to have these in my journals. Some I backed, some I just decorated the front. Oh, and I'm using paper from a vintage, here I'll show you, Vogue sewing book. And you can see I've really been using this book a lot, pulling the pages out. The paper is a beautiful color, great thickness, and making me happy to play with it. So these can be installed on pages and turned into pockets, and then have flip downs and folders, or they can just be tucked into other pockets. I love this as a staple. So I mean, again, couldn't be easier. You could add pockets. You could use these as little covers for little mini booklets or pads of paper, right? So many options. So anyway, we're just going to play and make a few things. And then the paper I'm using is a Shabby Chic sewing kit, and I will link that for you in the description if you're interested in that. But use any papers or theme, you know, that you would like. So yeah, this is a double piece. I am going to just tear it apart so I have two pieces. And let me show you this one first, because I think you guys are going to be surprised at how fun and easy this one folds together. So again, whatever size your book page is, this will work. I could pull a smaller size paper out and show you as well here. I'm grabbing a different book real quick. So again, we could use a small piece too, and I'll fold 2 of them for you. So all I did was I folded it over, and again, you can fold it, you know, however wide that you want. And then I folded it back. Would be nice if I could get it even. There we go. And then this one, I folded again. So the way I did this one is we have a really tiny, shallow, pretty shallow pocket there. And then we have a nice deep one here. Let me even it up on the side. And you can change the width, again, depending on where you fold your paper will depend on, you know, what size your pockets are. So let's do one with this size book page. I'm going to come over further on this one, maybe to here, and then fold it back, and then fold this one. So there we go. And again, you'll have the pockets. Now I'm going to show you how to attach it so that you can leave the side open here. I hope you can see that even though it's a fairly small fold, you can still get quite a bit in there. And then this pocket in the front. So just, you know, it has a lot of real estate. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside. So when you are ready to glue yours together, if you want to leave it open on the side like I did, this is how you're going to glue it. The first thing we're going to do is glue the side closed. And we are going to add glue. I'm trying to remember the easiest way to do it. Basically, go ahead and add glue all along this section. And then you can push this one down. And then add glue along this section and the back of this one. So I think that's how I did it. Yep. So I know it is nice and closed. Now on this one, I want to leave it open. So I'm only going to add glue to this flap right here. Okay, that's still open. And then just a touch right here. You guys can see that. Just a touch right there. So it closes up your pocket this way, but leaves this nice and open. All right. And then it's just having fun decorating it. And again, depending on how you fold will depend on how much room and what you want to do to decorate. So let me grab, I have a bunch of the scraps that I was using before I got on camera. And then I still have some pages that I haven't quite started ripping up yet. So let's do a, where's my ruler? I just had it. Let's do a tear about right here. Because I did like this look of having a torn edge at the top of that pocket. And it's okay if it's a touch wider than the pocket itself, but I'm gonna trim it down even a little bit more and hopefully have a little bit less of the white. When you have this white core where you've printed your papers, depending on which way you tear it, see how I have much less of the white now. You can kind of manipulate it a little bit. Okay, fun. This one has quite a bit of dark, dark on this part of the pattern of the paper, but that's okay. That's all right. We can brighten it up, make it look cute. And I will often, when I'm working in a new journal or just working, I'll just sit with book pages and just go to town and have fun, you know, just make all kinds of pieces in the theme for that particular journal and just make a whole pile. And that to me is a fun way to spend my day or my afternoon. So again, I just thought I would have you guys join me for a minute. Now this piece isn't wide enough for what I want to do. So let's just grab another sheet. I love this ruffle. I used it on another project, this particular page, and just had so much fun with it. So let's do a tear with the ruler. And I think I wanted a little bit of the little trim down here, but if it means I'm going to lose this ruffle, I don't want it. So let me take another tiny sliver off. Okay, now I'm just using my paper and looking at my pocket to decide where I'm tearing everything. And I'm not too concerned if it's absolutely perfectly straight. I'm okay if it's not. Okay, there we go. Very cute. And I don't have to worry about the words with this paper because it's all about sewing. Sometimes, even when I use like the old Reader's Digest books and stuff, you know, you got to be careful, and I'm not always the best at reading the text on the page when I'm crafting. And I've had plenty of you point that out to me at times, and I apologize. Okay. So I try to stay with like flower books, gardening, crafting, things that I know are going to be safe. Okay. There we go. But I do have a lot of Reader's Digest books and other vintage books with a nice book page. So sweet, isn't this? And of course we can do more inking, more decorating. I believe I have some more of this ribbon. I think a piece, this is one of those that has, it's variegated. And I'm thinking this orange here would be quite lovely. And the pink, the orange and the pink. Kind of cutting it strangely. I know this is wider than what I'm going to want, and so I'm gonna split it and tie a little bow really quick. And this one, again, we could decorate it lots more, add other pieces, but it's just to give you guys the idea. I hope I kept this long enough. I don't think I did. Look at me. We'll have to use this side. I didn't realize it was a piece that had been sewn together, but I will use that piece. Don't worry, it'll get used, just not to tie a full bow. All right, and I often will use it without splitting it like I just did. It's just sometimes it's a little chunky, and this way I don't get quite as much bulk with the ribbon being a little bit thinner. See, won't that be cute right there? We'll just put a little bit of hot glue. Probably did not need that much. All right. Very sweet, very easy. Again, the whole point is to be fast. I made that one even bigger. So I probably need to start paying attention, because if you guys notice, my journal pages aren't that wide. I can always extend some of them. I have plenty of space. I could put some paper extenders, you know, just expand the paper out this way, and then those pockets will fit. So they definitely, well, that one's a little bit big. I may have to chop it off. This one though definitely would fit if I expanded some of the pages. Okay, let's do another one. Let me show you, and again, I've shown you guys this in other videos, but if you're new or to my channel, this might be new to you. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I am going to start, I think what I'm going to do is use just the part of the paper that has more of the text, just so we can get a little bit smaller items. I'm going to save these. These are going to be great to write words on. Okay, so we can have a one that's smaller for the size journal that I'm working in. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is start with your book page, whatever size. You can use a great big piece like I did for this one. And you're just going to fold it up. And then you can fold it absolutely in half, or you can stagger it like I did, which I kind of like that. It makes it interesting to me because this is going to wrap around a page. And this way, you as soon as you flip the page, you don't see the exact same size pocket or flip or whatever. You can do what I'm going to do probably and leave one open, as that flip, or you can glue both sides down and just have a pocket on each page. It's super fast, fun, easy way to have some pockets. And a little bit of interest if you like the flips. Okay, so again, this can be attached and flip open, be attached and flip open, whichever way you want to do it. Let's glue our pocket closed. I'm just putting glue on either end. And then folding it in half, making sure everything is nice and smooth. And again, then I'm just going to decorate it really fast. So I'm just having so much fun with these papers. Look at those pretty flowers. All right, we'll definitely use this piece to get the flowers. And you can, if you don't like to tear your paper with your ruler, of course, you could just mark it, cut it with your scissors, put it on your paper trimmer, whatever makes you happy. I'm going to do a touch off of both ends, I think, because I want to keep that lovely pink flowers, both of them. Okay. Little tiny, tiny pieces. All right, and on this one, I had a pretty deep pocket, so I made I just installed a piece of paper, made a little pocket here, and then kept the big pocket. I also added a piece of lace to make it a little special right here, and then tore some of the faux lace from one of the pieces of paper or ribbon right there. And I kind of like how that all turned out. So again, you can be creative and make yours a little different here and there. Let's find that little piece, or one of those little pieces. I said I will use it. I think the orange with the pink. Maybe I just want a little more pink and purple. And what I'm going to do is, this is a pocket, but I can, it'll still stay closed. I'm going to put a slot punch right there and tie a little ribbon on here, because why not, right? Again, just to give it some interest and do something a little different. So it's going to be super cute, and the pocket still works fine. And then on this side, why don't I know this isn't quite wide enough to cover the whole thing, but I kind of like the little bit of text that's right there. So we'll just use that as part of the design, right? And you don't even, have to decorate all of these the way I am. You can enjoy the book page. Again, sometimes I'll just fold them up and have a pile of pockets folded and then decorate if I want to when I'm working in a particular journal. So again, lots of possibilities when you're working with Book Page, and just kind of get it ready. Okay, I am going to pick one of these buttons. Just punch it out and maybe add it right here. Again, just for a little bit of interest. All right, and then we will make one quick little folder and say we had a fun crafting day. Fun, love it, love it. Okay, so again, these you can make any size, any orientation. I definitely think these would be super cute, like, you know, as a cover, even, like I said, to make a little pad of paper, a little booklet, use it as a file folder. The possibilities, again, are endless. So let's do it this way. I did not do it this way before, but I'm going to now. So here we go. All right, this is a double sheet, right? So we're gonna just use this to be the bottom of our little file folders, and we can actually make two. So this one, I'm probably only going to make one on camera, but the paper will make two. So some of them I kept the front and the back the same height. Some I folded over. I'm going to fold this one over just like that. And the interest really comes in, I think, in the details. We can also round the corners. Maybe we'll do that with this one to make it look even maybe a little more like a folder, right? So that's the little teeny tiny one. Maybe we'll go one larger. All right, I like that better. Oh goodness, having a hard time holding on to my paper. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. So glad you're here. If you are returning, thank you. You guys are wonderful. I appreciate everyone taking their time to spend some of your crafty time with me. I hope you find some inspiration. Leave me a comment, thumbs up. I'm just going to glue the flap down. Just reinforcing the little folder. Give it a little bit of thickness. I appreciate you guys and everything you do to help make my channel a success. So thank you, thank you. Okay, let's on this one. I was envisioning it being oriented this way. So I want to find some pretty paper, a pretty piece of the paper. I love this green, the green button. So let's cut off this white strip. It printed funky. Every once in a while my printer does that. I mean, and I'm talking like once every few hundred pages. I don't know what causes it when I do the borderless, and then it'll just do a thin little strip occasionally like that. It's very strange. All right, again, just using the Book Page fold to help me see where I want to tear that. And we're gonna layer this on here and make a little tab. Very sweet. And I think it would be fun to tie a little bow with some twine and glue it on here so it almost looks like it's in that button. So we'll try that. Oh, let's make this match by rounding these. Yeah, like that. And again, if you want to round the corners, go for it. You could even round the ones on the bottom. You don't have to. Make it however you like. I go back and forth, you know, with my projects. Sometimes I round corners, sometimes I don't. I know Julie, Camellia Crafts, she's so funny. She makes me so happy when I watch her videos. she says that the square corners offend her. So she loves to round corners, and I love that about her. Like I said, I go back and forth. All right, I'm making a tab. So all I did was cut a rectangle, fold it in half, and again, now this time I am going to use the teeny tiny. And I'm just going to make a little tab. I used my whale tab punch on this one. And then these two, I did the way I'm showing you. And again, you can decide how big, how small, whatever, you know, floats your boat on what you want it to look like. Later, you could come through with like a little number label. That would be super cute on this. All right, I'm going to bring this one over to the side like that. And I always do just a little bit of glue right along the edge and then open it up. And then add my glue here. Again, I've shown you guys this, but this is me on the daily, just crafting and having fun. And again, we could line the back if you want it to be sturdier. This paper is nice and strong, so I'm not really worried about it. It just depends on what you want it to look like and feel like. So, whoa, maybe a bow for this one too really quick. Yeah, we'll use this piece that has orange and pink because we've got the orange and pink flower. Very sweet. I'm going to put it right here, similar to like how I did the others. So as I use these throughout that journal, even if I install them in different ways, what's fun is that there'll be kind of this repeating pattern or theme in the journal, having these elements with the book page and this particular patterned paper, the bows, all of that, right? Super fun. I like how I did that one too. That was cute. Let's see. This one I had shown you already. And this is the one. Nope, this is the one we made together. So lots of, like a whole pile. And it didn't take me long at all. So anyway, let me know if you're going to try these, if you like the ideas. And I hope you guys have a great day. And until next time, take care. Thank you.